Hello and welcome everybody, this is Yost Learbock. Here's some time for more Bioshock Infinite. In the last episode, we entered Hall of Heroes and found out about the man Slate, who fought in the Civil War. Apparently, he didn't fight along Comstock, despite the fact Comstock said he did. But he did fight along Booker, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, in this episode we're going to be confronting at least his soldiers. Not quite sure how close we're going to get to actually confronting him. But yeah. Looks like a shock jockey machine. Go ahead and get the banana. Eat the banana. Let's upgrade. And we're almost full on salt.
Feel better already.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. You don't need to worry about the salt there. We can just
I'll try to keep you stocked with both bandages and ammo, but the right materials aren't always at hand.
Okay, so how much money do we have? So right here you can see RPG ammo, 2 for $8. And I believe you can carry a total of 14 ammunition in total. That's counting what's in your thing. So yeah, it's not that hard to get a hold of RPG ammo. And plus, Elizabeth will give you ammo, which will act as a free reload as well. So yeah. See how much do we need for 800 and 300. I'm gonna go for the 800 first. I think that'll be the longest one to get to. So I've seen these around in other places. And my first thought is like, what happens when you reach past like the 1912 point? So I guess like the next big era of history, you just kind of, I guess in this case you just pull one of these out and just remake the whole thing, but I don't know. So we'll go, I guess, the Boxer Rebellion.
What is this?
Which,
The Boxer Rebellion.
What happened there?
yeah.
In Peking, it was my hand that put the city to the torch.
Whoa.
Of course, that's not how
I probably want to get this out. So yeah, this part of the game, this little museum thing, despite the racial implications with the racial depictions, I think it's kind of one of the cooler areas. It's kind of neater areas. Just cause like it's all the flair that they add to it, just to kind of get your attention with it, you know. Increased radius of explosive weapon splash damage. Yeah, I'm gonna equip the other one. Find ammo 40% time. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that instead. So our explosions deal more explosion damage.
Come on where I can see ya.
That went right through the guy, didn't it? That had to have gone right through him. Wow, there's no way I could have missed that badly.
Was yellow skin and slanted eyes that did betray us with their lies, until they crossed the righteous path of our prophet's holy wrath.
So yeah.
Oh, I read about this.
Oh.
Comstock led the Colombian troops to Peking.
Comstock wasn't there! The Boxers took my eye and 30 of my friends! Is there even a stone to mark that sacrifice? We can't lose!
Huh. There we go. Yeah. Now this guy, I'm trying to remember if I mentioned this now, but I don't think actually I might have mentioned you can't possess that guy. So if you're using possession vigors on these guys, if you're using possession vigors a lot, there's not much you can really. There you go. Okay, so yeah. Like I said, she'll always give you ammo for the weapon you currently have.
You see the man that Comstock wishes he was? A real soldier.
I don't want to do this, Slade. Just give me what I need.
I will, after you do the same for me. Come and look for me amongst the ghost dancers.
Who are the ghost dancers?
Wounded knee. He means us to head to the other display.
Can you hear Comstock's tin soldiers coming to silence us? But we are the true patriots. The history that does not fit in their books.
Interesting.
Show yourself.
I'll try to keep you stocked.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. So yeah, really not that hard to get. Passing by, just passing. I'm actually gonna be able to pass. Wow.
The tin soldier is taking credit for the deeds of the real ones. Now your companion, young lady, he wrapped himself in glory on December 29,
There we go.
1890.
What does he mean?
You don't want to know.
Sounds like a dark time in history for Booker. Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's worth it to mention the racist stuff right now at this point. It's been so overblown. Oh, yeah, headshot that guy. Cool. What do we have here for gear? Pants. Last man standing. Very low healthcare. And he goes, oh, cool. That will be very useful for me. So we got rocket ammo. Got some displays. So we'll just kind of go on and head on past here.
With hue and cry, with hatchet red, they danced amongst our noble dead. But when our soldiers took the field, the savage horde could only yield.
Huh. Yeah.
You were there. That wounded knee. I can see it in your face.
Tell her, Booker. Tell her how we strode that battlefield like the heroes of Sparta. I still hear the screams. Let's come stop. Here's the soldier I spoke of. The kind of man Comstock pretends to be. See if I told you so.
Okay, yes, thank you.
That'll do.
Okay, so let's see. Go.
Get him out of cover.
Okay, so I need to. Oh, thank you. Oh, sweet. Okay. And there we go. No! There! Burn! So we're doing let that guy die. Crap, I don't think that became a trap. Burn him! Jeez. There we go. And now he becomes a trap.
Don't hold back.
And that... Oh, that guy immune to crows? No, he's not. No, he is. Holy crap, he's a crow guy. Wow, okay,
You did them a favor, Booker. You let them die like men.
I didn't ask for this. I have no quarrel with these men.
Heroes never ask.
I never claimed to be no hero.
And what are you? If you take away all the parts of Booker DeWitt you tried to erase, what's left? Come back to the rotation.
Okay. So yeah.
What did slate mean? What did you try to erase?
Now that you're out of yours, you might realize cages have their advantages.
A choice is better than none, Mr. Dewey. No matter what the outcome.
Yeah. If you woke up one day and realized you didn't like what you chose.
The key thing of a choice, you can always make a different one.
You will find me past the First Lady's memorial.
So yeah. There we go. Got massive. I don't know what I'm
Say
going
what
for
you
that
want
one.
about Lady Comstock. The woman had an eye for fashion.
Huh. I guess you did.
You've seen what Comstock has done to my history. Now see how he's rewritten his own.
Hmm.
The seed of the prophet lay in the womb of Our Lady, but for a single week. Comstock had a child. My books never mention anything about a child.
That's quite an omission. Can't imagine that was by accident.
Yeah.
The
Child to
child
kill.
took ill, and Our Lady prayed for the prophet's heir day and night.
Hmm. So yeah. So. Hmm.
That's my tower.
Lo, while Daisy Fitzroy has murdered my beloved, she shall not have the child. She shall not come betwixt her and prophecy.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man.
You're Comstock's daughter.
No, I can't be. I can't.
He wants you to follow in his footsteps.
Well, I want a puppy, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get one.
Well, I was gonna get you a puppy when we got to Paris. I mean, sure, it's gonna cost a bit, but yeah, I think you can rack up the money, but between now and then,
Can you open this, Elizabeth?
they'll go ahead and have her open that. Go in here. Let's see anything. 28 gold in a.
Want to hold on to this?
Yes, thank you. Oh, you're awesome. Yeah, 28 silver eagles in a display piece. Someone got to check her coin purse. Read that.
To those who loved me, I was the most generous of souls. There was no pain I would deny them, no betrayal I would not gladly give. And when I had scorched the hearts of all who loved me, the prophet said, "There is nothing you can do for which I will not forgive you. For God has granted me sight, and through his eyes, even you are loved."
So one of the interesting things I find about this exhibit is the way you see Daisy Fitzroy's character sculpture with a cloth ribbon around it, like what you can use to kill off the Lady Comstock. It's kind of an interesting idea for a display. Like you just kind of take little highlights of stuff and like make that into actual stuff instead of making it into stone. I thought that'd be cool. And in another exhibit, that would have been amazing. Go down, okay. So yeah, I also like the way these work. Like you got these little panels where the water kind of flows under, so you can like walk. You can still like, walk around. Got more of the red. cloth on people here as they fall into the. I would kind of like to know how you would do something like this in real life. I guess get like just a floating floor, floating panel or something like that, you know. But yeah, so we can't
I
get
can
through
get
any
through these
further.
bars, but you're too broad.
Thank you. I think.
Let me scout ahead, see if there's some way to move forward.
Oh. Right there.
It's a tear, something I can bring into this world.
It's a freight hook. Well, that's convenient.
As I said, it's a form of wish fulfillment.
So yeah, right here we're introduced to tears in the battlefield.
Let me know if you want me to bring that freight hook in.
So I can get a good view of it. Right there, you can see from the side. If I get any close, it's gonna pop up. Whenever you see stuff like that, you can see right there, and you can press E to hold E to activate it. This will give us different advantages in battlefields. Right there's another one.
Have a way of appearing.
There's another one.
Booker, do you see those tears? We can use them against Slate's men. That tear will get us access to higher ground. And that one will give us a turret.
And some cover.
Open it.
Yeah, activating one tear.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but opening up one tear would close the others. Okay, I'm gonna. There we go. So we got our turret fighting for us. At least for now. Then I'm gonna kind of jump over here, and jump over here, and I'm gonna fuck. Crap. Reactivate the turret. There we go. Come on, thank you! Oh. I hear on harder difficulties it's harder for her to find ammo for you, but... I remember, like, later on it starts getting a little more difficult with certain weapons. Ah! That was not a smart move.
Comstock's pen can do some wonderful tricks. Do you know
What?
what you got there, Booker?
That's enough, Slate. We just need the
I'll wait
vigor to
down
get
here.
out of Columbia. We're taking it one way or another. Slate?
Okay, so, yeah. Actually, I think this area might be for later. Do I need to... Ouch! I completely forgot that was a thing. Ugh. There we go, we can get some health back. My legs are gonna feel that in the morning. So yeah, but yeah, this is kind of an interesting concept here with the tears. Because one of the things about this, I think you've already kind of figured it out. What these tears are different universes. So these are kind of windows into a different world. Like an alternate history of Columbia. Where in this one there happens to be a turret right there. And there's infinite universes, there's infinite possibilities. So right there we got 50% off all items. So yeah. Go ahead and increase the damage for these, but I don't think I want to. Like I said, I'm wanting to save up for a rocket. Ooh, thank you! Oh,
Much obliged.
oh, you're so amazing, Elizabeth. I love you. Falling in love.
For that shock jockey vigor.
Got armory here. Damn, not enough for that. You know, I am gonna get the power boost though. Damage boost. So yeah, we get 4 upgrades for weapons. So I think you got 2 damage, 1 clip, and I'm trying to remember what the other one is for this one. I think there's 2 damage because I can see like damage boost one on here. I think it might just be the one. I don't know. Try to remember what it's something different each time. It's something different each time though, isn't it? Yeah. Right there we have possession for less. Decrease assaults necessary to use possession. Pretty useful. Actually, come to think of it. Go ahead and use that. Get at least some of our money back, and I believe it will work on this. Yep. And right there we can pick up at least most of our assaults back. So what's this here? Behold the miracle child, the prophecy is fulfilled. Behold the miracle child, the prophecy is fulfilled. After only 7 days in Lady Comstock's room, the miracle child is born. Lady Comstock is a fitting mother to this miracle. Future of our great endeavor lies in her little hands. Thing! Okay, so right here I think it'll be as good a time as any to go ahead and end the episode off. Real quick before we end it off, and I'm probably gonna mention this before. So right there we can spawn in medical, we can spawn in
the man who takes a stab in you and I.
Crap. Oh, this is what happens when you activate.
That's what Comstock will turn us into. Wires and gears to replace heads and hearts.
Okay, so looks like I'm not ending this episode off quite yet. Gonna go ahead and get this automated man, because we're gonna need it. So right here we have a Tin Man. We can possess it, though there's almost no point to. We cannot use crows, and I don't think Bucking Bronco works on it. It's got a weakness on its back. Shooting its head does nothing. And right there we finish it off. Whenever we finish it off, however, there's an item we can pick up.
Comstock took our stories and scrubbed away our soul. Now, he's coming for me. And when I'm gone, all that will be left is the lie.
Just give us what we came for.
Okay, so anyway, right here is the crank gun. This is a special weapon. We picked this up. Really? Oh. Okay, okay, so I thought it replaced it. I didn't think it replaced the weapon. Okay, so anyway, this weapon, either way, we can't get ammo for it, but it's really good. Go ahead and get the kinetoscope real quick. A city mourns. Lady Comstock's tomb open for public viewing in Emporia. Columbia shall never forget your sacrifice, dear lady. Then, so yeah. Right here we can pick stuff for medical if we need health. We get like 4 health packs. Right over here we get salts, so if we need salts. I kind of really do like this display out here. This is kind of like the setup stuff. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, so I think like I said, I think we can go ahead and end the episode off here for now. So the next episode, we'll head on to, I believe, this door over here. Yeah, this door over here. Elizabeth talked about something about having to lockpick the door earlier. But until then, I'll see you guys later.